I cannot believe we're up here right now. Like, I'm going to cry again.
Welcome to Unfiltered Summit Sisters.
I'm Gina.
And I'm Julia.
We are two ride or die best friends who are paving the path for what true, authentic relationships look like.
We're facing hardships head on, having real, uncensored conversations, supporting each other's growth, and shining a light on true, raw healing.
We are navigating the world the best we know how,
Having a hell of a time doing it.
laughing every step of the way.
Through the rain
And sunshine.
This is Canyon Culture.
But today I really want to talk about something because, one, I'm so damn proud of you.
Thank you.
Two, there's some jealousy, I'll be honest. But three, like, I just think about where we were a year ago.
Right.
And like, more than proud of you, I'm just so unbelievably happy for you. Because right now, like, you have just taken life by its horns and you are owning it.
Yes, I have.
So for the last, since it got a little bit warmer, what have you, like go through the
The
list.
minute the last snowflake melted,
I mean,
though we still have some.
there's still some up in the mountains, but
I've been doing so many cool things.
tell us all the things.
So many adventures. God, we have done so much. Okay, so hold on. First, I want to say, I would not have done all of these things in the past.
That's a good baseline to talk about the fact that this is very different for you.
Right. There was, I don't want to go super dark with it. I don't. But I would not have gone and done all of these adventures.
Well, we should touch on it. Like, we don't have to go dark.
Yeah.
But the way that the narcissistic abuse happens, that you're isolated and you are codependent on them.
Right.
So going anywhere without them is scary. Going and doing anything, making decisions without them is scary. You can
Right.
get in trouble. You can, like, pick a thing.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And being out in the world without this fake comfort zone that they've created for us was too much.
Yes.
So for me, going to the grocery store was traumatic.
I would not go to the grocery store without a kid at least.
Yes, I needed a kid, at
Yeah.
least a kid. But I usually want him there, which is stupid because it always ended in a fight.
Yeah. But it was that is
But
the
that's-
whole conditioning, right?
Yes. So I don't think that's not dark. These are facts. We
Yes.
were isolated. The only place I am just now getting to know my neighbors I've known for 12 years. That is how isolated we were.
Right. Right.
So
and so you stayed in your fake zone of safety, your fake comfort zone.
Yes.
Right? And so I rarely left the house.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely, the only friends that I ever hung out with were certain friends that felt safe that he approved of. Right.
Right.
And so there wasn't a whole lot of going and doing things or adventuring. And now
you're kicking its ass.
we've been doing so much. Oh my gosh. I'm like, this is why we live in Utah, baby, because it is incredible. So we've done so many hikes.
Well, I love that you take, like, when you go on hikes, you're like, who wants to go?
Yes.
Whether they're your children or not, you're just like, let's go hiking.
Yeah.
And I
Before
love
the
it.
boys left for Texas, I think I took like 8 of them on a hike, which was so much fun.
They love it.
So much fun. I love them so much. And then I took my kids to Battle Creek Falls, which is a 20-minute drive from us. So I woke up that morning, I got a training session in, drove 20 minutes, parked, we hiked. I think it was maybe 3 miles out and back to a beautiful waterfall, drove 20 minutes home in time to work the rest of the afternoon and make dinner and have dinner with the kids. Like, I cannot believe we live in a place where in the middle of a work day, we can stop, go hike, see a waterfall, and come back in time for work.
And that's just one hike. Like, how many? There's hundreds of hikes you can do that with.
That blows my mind.
It's not a day thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But you can do day ones if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your backyard.
So we did Battle Creek Falls, which was incredible. I did Hughes Canyon waterfall with a friend, which was amazing. I didn't take the kids on that one because
little bit harder.
That one was a little harder. I think that one was 1,600 elevation gain.
Yeah.
So a little much for the kids. So fun. Most beautiful waterfall ever. But I'm just going and doing these things. And I'm
Nothing's
like, I don't
stopping
know,
you.
we'll just map it and figure it out when we get there. Like,
No fear.
no.
I love it.
No, I've got water, I've got snacks, figure out where the trailhead is. We did get lost finding the trailhead. So what should have been A little bit over 3 miles ended up being a little closer to 5.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
To our neighbor, WP, I understand now. Everybody's always dogging on him because some of his hikes turn out to be longer. And I'm like, I get it now.
Yeah. You can't plan all the things.
I get it now.
Yeah.
So we've done those. We went paddle boarding.
Yeah.
So fun.
That looked cold.
That day was windy. So
Like
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that day was windy, and so some of the kids wanted to go on the paddle boards by themselves, and I was like, the younger ones, their middle, the 10-year-old, 9-year-old, I was like, we're not gonna do that today because
Not a hyperthermia
if you
day.
get stuck in the middle and I have to swim out to get you, I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
But they had so much fun, so we have paddle boards that freaking blow up. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then we took the kids to see hot springs. We've never seen hot springs. We've
Yeah.
never been to hot springs. A little warm for them now.
Yeah.
But it was the experience
Right.
of it all. They're hot.
Weird. So odd.
They are actually hot. I cannot believe it. It was so fun though, and I can't wait to go back. I want to do that again with you when it gets.
So you can skinny dip.
Just kidding. Some of them apparently are
Yeah.
clothing
No, you really do have to check if you're going to take your kids. Just be like, is this the naked one or the not naked
Yeah,
one?
I did look that
Be
up
ready
before.
to answer lots of questions.
I did look that up before we went. I was like, we don't need to scar anybody any more than they already have. So we did not go to the naked ones. It was so fun. And then just last week, a friend texted me, one of my very best friends from Texas, and said, we're going to be in Colorado at our family cabin, which is only 6.5 hours from you. Why don't y'all come up for a couple days?
Yeah.
And so literally like 4 or 5 days before we left, I was like, why freaking not?
Let's do it.
And I love it so much because I was so codependent on a man in such an unhealthy way that I never would have done these things. And now I'm like, no, we're living life. We're making memories. We're not waiting for me to be married, or we're not waiting for any of that. We're going to live life right now. We're going to make the memories right now, and I am going to freaking do it.
Like head first. There was no like, let me dip my toe in. It's head first because you've also done the Salt Flats. You've gone down south a couple times.
Yes.
I don't even know where you went.
Yeah.
You're
we
just
went to Yuba?
Yuba Lake.
We
You
went
did
to Yuba Lake. That was fun.
Yeah, you're just seeing stuff and doing things.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It is so fun. I love
Well,
it
to text
so
you, be like,
much.
hey, do you want tacos tonight? You're like, I can't. I'm at Yuba Lake. And I'm like, okay. It's amazing.
It's amazing. I feel so secure in myself and who I am. I'm like, we'll figure it out.
That's so, well,
It's fine.
Do you recognize that you've hit a new level of safety?
Yes.
Because that's incredible.
Yeah.
Because there's so much unsafety that we felt.
Right.
And still feel.
Right.
So that's a really big win in so many areas.
Yes.
And it's so fun. And the memories your kids have, because that's the thing. Our kids aren't doing extracurriculars. Our kids
Right.
aren't doing a lot of, I don't know what other kids get to do.
Right.
Because mine aren't
Right.
doing them either.
Right. And all of these things that we did, it cost me gas money.
Yep.
We had to bring lunch, which we would have had to eat at home anyway. Right.
Food.
And I think there was one day that we went to a state park and it was $15 to get in.
Yeah.
The rest of it's free. The rest of it's free. And the paddle boards. My boyfriend bought the paddle boards.
So free.
Thank you, boyfriend. So free.
So free. Perfect.
Incredible. And so
Yeah.
I keep checking in with the kids every
Okay.
now and then. I'm like, how is it living in Utah versus Texas? How is it, are you happy here? Every time. Life is so much better. Life is so
Oh,
much better. We're so
can
much
I-
happier here,
That
Mom.
makes me want to cry. Because
Yeah.
like inside just makes me, because that's like, how many years am I just come here, and now you're
Yeah.
here, and it's more than what I could have even imagined.
It's incredible. It's more than what I could have ever imagined. And moving here, there definitely was a part of me that was it at any point. Am I going to be homesick? Am I going to regret?
Yeah.
We've lived in the same place our entire lives.
Yeah.
Picked up everything. And I moved 6 children and myself multiple states away across the
You went
country.
on vacation and never went home.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And not one time have I felt homesick. Not one
I love
time.
that.
And I don't want to. Texas holds a very special place in my heart.
Yeah.
There's so much life that was lived there, and a lot of my family is there. But I have no doubt that this is where we are supposed to be, and we are thriving.
I love it. That makes me so happy.
It's
And
incredible.
I love watching you blossom and bloom and do all of these things.
Yeah.
It's such a great example. I love the idea of just being able to create memories for your kids.
I love it. I have more pictures now with my kids
Yeah,
than when I was married.
absolutely. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love receiving those pictures, and I love just hearing how the kids are so excited about these things that they're doing. And you
Right.
didn't because you were doing adventures even when there was snow.
Right.
It wasn't as far away, but there's memories.
Pick me.
Julia,
Okay. I have something to say. I went hiking in the snow.
you did. Did you wear flip-flops?
I did not.
Today you did. You went
Today I
hiking
did.
today in the snow.
I
in
didn't know the
flip-flops.
canyon was open, and I did hike in the snow in flip-flops today, which is not the wisest decision.
Okay, granted, it was like a flat road that was dirt,
It was also mushy.
but it was mushy snow. You
I did
crushed
slide
it.
a little.
You did a great job.
It's fine.
But you did. You went on a hike with a neighbor of ours.
I went on a hike with a neighbor of ours. I think we went maybe 4.5, maybe right under 5 miles.
And one of yours and one of mine went on this hike?
Yes, the
Okay.
teenagers,
How did
the
they like it?
13-year-olds went. Mine is not a fan.
Okay.
So she is finding out that she doesn't enjoy hiking as much as she thought.
Yeah.
Because hiking in Texas is different. It's just it's flat like
Okay.
this. Right?
So
And Utah is
go up.
lots of mountains. She prefers to hike straight,
Okay.
not up.
So what's funny is when you're like, you guys keep talking about elevation, and I know that like as we talk about hikes, that's important because there's some that are really intense.
Right.
But like when your kids talk about hikes, they're like, oh, the elevation. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I don't understand it, and now I'm getting it. It's you guys were going flat,
Yes.
so
yes.
any up. I'm like, you
Right.
have to go up. That's
That's
how
what-
you hike.
That's where all
You
the
go up.
best views are. Yeah, so I'm finding I'm playing around with it and taking them on hikes and figuring out like what kind of elevation we need to stay at for
Yeah.
them.
Is it something you think that we can train into them to do better and better, or are we just gonna stick with
I'm
it?
a Hayden. Hell yes. We will train them.
Pack up, kids. Backpacks with rocks it is. Let's go.
If you don't make it down before nightfall, set up a tent. We'll get you tomorrow.
Or forage and build a shelter.
I love it. I have been having so much fun. So many memories. And so get your hiking boots ready because
I know.
I will be kidnapping you. We will be going and doing things.
Because that's the thing. I still am in that. I don't want to say codependent. I'm still healing. I still don't. And I don't know if as I'm thinking about it, I wonder how much of it is because my life didn't drastically change. I'm still
Right.
in the same house that I lived in with my ex-husband.
Right.
I still have this mountain didn't move. They
Right.
were always here. So I have a lot of my same rhythms.
Mhm.
Nothing, right? And I'm wondering if I did move. It's like, okay, let's go try new things because we're already outside of this thing.
It does. I think there's something about when you've lived in the same place your whole life and you pick up and move to a whole new place. I think there's a lot of growth in that.
Yeah. I'm not moving though.
I
You would be pissed.
So livid. I just got here.
Right. So I need to do the healing and growing because you have gone on the hike.
Through adventures with me.
Yeah. Which is great. So with this Colorado trip,
I picture right now like we're on this hike and I'm like, suck it up, Gina. We're growing. You're healing. Let's go.
listen, once I'm there, I'm a hiker. Like last summer, I went hiking once a week, but I had a group of people and it was just, there was no thought.
Right.
Every Wednesday we went on a hike and I didn't think about it. I just went. If I don't have that group, it's harder for me to go, right?
Mhm.
And so this trip to Colorado, you were like, hey, if you want to come, you can come. And I was like, I just got back from Santa Cruz
And
with
she
my
didn't
brother.
respond. So of course I was like, got to get more pushy.
And you got very pushy. And so literally
And then I was like, got to get other people involved.
and you sure did.
And
So 6 hours before your car left, I was like, fine, I'll go.
it's like 10 p.m. at night. I'm like, we are going to be at your house at 4:50 in the morning. So you can either pack a bag or I'll send Mackenzie to do it for you because she knows where your stuff is.
It's true. And I loved that trip. That was awesome.
And
Because
we had
this
so
friend,
much fun. The drive
is-
home was not so fun.
well, you had a migraine.
Yeah. So sorry
But-
I was a stinker, but I was
Jerk.
trying not to puke while you were driving.
But
And I didn't.
neither
welcome.
we didn't get kicked out of the car. It's
Yeah.
fine. But this friend that has this cabin is how we know each other,
Yes.
which is one of my favorite things is when the three of us get together because we always just go, the things that had to align for us to all be standing here
right.
is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I love that conversation. It's a favorite.
Yep.
But I'm so proud of you. You're like I said, you're such a great example because that's going to push me to do more. And you're
Mhm.
part of my comfort zone. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. That's fine.
Right.
And so I'm so excited when my kids get back to join in this festivities of growing,
I can't wait. Now I've got to get some gear. Right.
like boots.
Hiking boots,
Not
a
your snow
real
boots.
hiking backpack because I just have a drawstring one that digs into my shoulders while I'm hiking.
comfy.
Not so cool.
Not cool.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be carrying like bear spray,
I've never
something for snakes, but I can't remember what it was.
I've never
And
carried
all of a
any
sudden,
that.
I was like, maybe I should prepare before being so adventurous.
Who's telling you these rules?
Lots of people. Safety reasons, safety things. I get it. It makes sense.
Right, but like I said, all last summer and even the summer before that, I was hiking once a week. We didn't bring anything.
You were in a group though.
I feel like with our 10 kids, that's still a group.
Right, but if something happens, they are not going to be running.
Gotcha.
They're running.
Right. Hopefully.
Maybe, I don't know. Some of their survival skills are a little questionable.
A little sketchy. But
Anyway.
no, I'm just so excited because I've lived in Utah for almost 20 years and you've seen more of Utah than I have. Well, that's not true. You've seen you've seen places that I haven't seen in Utah. And so I'm excited to go see this beautiful state that we have because it's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
okay, so let's hear what you're grateful for then, because I kind of have a clue.
Fine, just say it. I'm just kidding. I'm grateful for all the growth. I'm grateful that I feel so secure and independent in who I am that I can go out and do these things. I get to be here. I get to take up space in this world. I get to enjoy it, and I'm having so much fun. I am becoming more and more the authentic me, the Julia that God created, and I
My
really
favorite.
like her.
She's pretty awesome.
She's pretty cool.
She is kind of bitchin'.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not grateful for this wind. I am grateful to get to be a witness of all the things that you've done and accomplished this last year. These last 12 months have been incredible. And I feel like you've accomplished more than most people do in their entire lives. And I love that I got like a front row seat to all of that because it has helped me grow. It has pushed me to be a better person and me to step out of my comfort zone even more than I already am. I'm just grateful for your example that you are to me.
Thank you. I received that.
You're welcome. Okay, so if you haven't, go push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Go find something different to do. Go do growing this week. Find something to grow because that's something we do all the time.
I love that. Do something new.
Go do something new. Do something uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And enjoy it. Okay, we'll see you next week.